What's up, my royal family? It's your girl, the Millionaires, and we are back in the palace. In today's video, we will be discussing the steps that we need to take in order to become tiny home owners. But before we get into it, I would first like to say to our loyal royal family, welcome back, baby. Thank you for hanging in there with us, for being consistent, and for sticking around. To our newbies, I would like to say, welcome to the palace. Now, enough of the small talk. Let's just get into it. Becoming a tiny home owner can be stressful because there are many different steps that can be taken. But for time's sake, I'm just going to give you 7. Step number 1, you'll be choosing a site, which means you'll need to do a lot of networking. Because I'm located in Florida and not in Texas, I have to get on the internet. And the 2 websites that I've started to look at are DFW Tiny House Enthusiast Facebook page and DFW Tiny House Enthusiast Meetup. Now, these are just some resources, but there are many out there. Make sure you look around and do your research. Step number 2 is choosing a tiny house model. There are many different tiny homes out there. There are many different distributors. There is so much, you guys, you would not believe. Back in the day, believe it or not, I used to live in a trailer in my parents' backyard. And from that place then to what they have now, the market has evolved. You'll have a lot of choices. Step number 3, you'll have to get your finances in order. This is because you're gonna have to apply for an RV loan. And in order to apply for an RV loan, you'll need to have at least a 650 credit score, because this will determine whether you'll need to put 0 down or 25% down. It can be anywhere in that range. And the better your credit score is and the more money you have to put down, the better off you are. Step number 4, you'll want to schedule a tiny house design session. This is where you'll pick out the model, the make of it, the cabinet, countertops, the color, whether or not you want a porch, whether or not you want a front and back porch. This is where you're gonna make all your dreams come true. At least you're gonna give, your plans to someone in hopes that they'll be able to execute what you need. Step number 5 is to get a quote for your tiny house. Like I said, there are many different ways you can go about doing this. You can go in person and you can go online. Now, due to all the inflation that's going on, everything is higher. So you have to count the cost of the bill, the delivery fees, the setup fees. Just think about all of this stuff because everything is inflated. Make sure you get a quote first. Make sure it's in your price range, because becoming a tiny house owner, what I've learned in doing my research is that it gives people financial freedom. So rather than getting into a 30-year mortgage, you'll probably be in a 10 or 15-year loan for an RV, not for a house. And then you always have the option that if you want to move, you're not packing up an entire house trying to move everything. You're just going to tie down the things that can be moved, hitch it to a truck, and get on about your business. You hear me? Step number 6 is to get your site ready. Most dealers will deliver your tiny house within 2 to 3 weeks. So what you want to do is find a site where you can park your tiny house and get your deposits and stuff put down, find out what their rules are, the regulations, the community guidelines, and have it ready, because you are this close to starting your journey. If you're going solar, as we plan to do sometime in the future, you'll want to contact a solar company or someone who knows how to install your solar equipment. But you'll have to do it once you get your unit on site. You don't want to put your things on top, because during the move, there's going to be a lot of shifting and shaking and rocking and stuff you can't control. So you don't want to get your stuff up there and then something goes haywire and now you got to get repairs done when you can get it done once and get it done right. Now that you have done your research, chosen your model, got your finances in order, scheduled your design session, gotten your quote, gotten your site ready, and things have been moving, step number 7 is to schedule a time to pick up or have your tiny house delivered to your site. Once you do that, you're almost home. Step number 8, that feeling will be great. You'll be moving and getting comfortable in your new tiny house. Your journey to financial freedom, to more quality time with your family, and less of that rat race has begun. I cannot wait, y'all. I am so excited. When we go on our vacation in May, that's what we're going to do. Pick out our design, a tour around Texas, have some fun. At the same time, we're gonna handle some business. We'll bring y'all on that journey with us. I will be vlogging that. We'll be showing you the different tiny homes that we'll just be looking at them, getting a feel for it, because we have to be able to fit in these tiny homes. So look out for that video. It'll be sometime in June when that video comes out, because we're not gonna leave until the end of May to go to Texas. So y'all come along with us on this journey. It will be anything but mundane. And remember to always live life without limits, because at this point, the only way to go now is up. Peace.